Welcome to the beautiful beast.
And this is finished.
Compleanno direi
So all this one is your olive trees as well. Do you see flower? Is this flowers? No, it's just the leaves.
No.
Leaves, yeah.
Yeah, but they got fruit on, haven't they?
Is it?
Aspetta, questo.
Yeah. But what did he...
There.
Yeah. What did he... Max said about... how you call these nuts? Not chestnuts.
Oh no, chestnuts, yeah.
Yeah. Where's there?
So he said over there, on that top edge, is a horse chestnut tree.
Oh, it's maybe...
And he said if you follow this path, you can go and have a
Io
look.
qua alcune volte la faccio con la bici.
Sì. No, ma che? Ma quando ci viene?
So how far? Look at this.
So it's Saturday morning and we've come out to a market. We've been chauffeured out here. And it's 9 o'clock and it's already swelteringly hot. I've never felt so hot this early in the morning. So it's going to be hot today. I think it's going to be a 34 degrees today. Yeah, there's definitely some bargains here. They do like a seconds close, and they start like at €3, and there's some really quite good quality shirts in there for €3. I mean, they're all kind of thrown in together, and you have to pick out what you want. But if that was at home, I mean, they'd be gone in no time. But well, there's plenty of people around the store, but lots of stuff, and quite interesting, really. Go somewhere different. See if I can find something for my wife.
For you?
Lots of clothes. See, I like that. Love a bit of shopping, eh, Mrs. Ale?
Gets us out a little bit. There.
Yes, darling.
Come here. Potato, kartoffel. I want a few, but she reckons that these onions are very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
She said these onions.
Quelli sono buoni, vero?
È dolce.
Lo so.
Also potatoes. You mean potatoes? Huh? Il teatro serve?
Lots of cheese in here. The smell is amazing.
Do you want some? No?
Oh no.
No possible para el cambio. No. Qui camper non può entrare. Viendo dell'auto. Queste camere stand. Puoi visitarlo solo a piedi il cielo. Oh, is it wedding? C'è il matrimonio.
Yes, yes.
Latina,
Yeah, yeah.
San Felice Circeo,
Yeah.
Terracina.
Ah, okay. So that's the island in the background over there. And that over there, the town is Latina. And a bit further next to the coast is where we got robbed. Not that we got resentment about that, but a lovely view from up here. And oh, it's not that bad.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know if it is secure. He said, I'm thinking of joining some monastery. He said, I guess there is problem Sunday. You need me all'albero di Se tu ci metti il telefono vicino quando parlano, tu riesci a tradurre.
No, io ho guidato.
No, dico, però quando parla lei senza che scrive il telefono vicino. So it's
Ali, Gisella, li faccio io.
You know how to do it, no?
Ma è al contrario.
Aspetta, è storto, diglielo.
Ali.
Giralo.
Ah,
Aspetta, aspetta.
Oh. Al contrario.
Oh, grazie.
Yeah. So we've walked around here and it's incredibly very Italian hilltop village, and there's a few houses for sale as well. So we're gonna have a look. I mean, obviously we're not gonna buy anything. I wouldn't think anyway. But you never know if they're cheap enough. You know, winters here are a lot milder, and food's amazing here, and the people are just so cool. Although they say there's a lot of crime here in this town, but there's crime everywhere, isn't there? As we found out. There you go. Right, Vanlifers. So we had a long drive today. My wife's sitting up there with next to no clothes on, bless her. And we've ended up on the east coast. So we've got another hour's drive down to Bari. Eh? And we're near the town of Barletta. It's very nice. And we got here about 2 o'clock. It was boiling when we got here. Absolutely boiling, but luckily there's been a bit of a breeze blowing all afternoon, so it kept us reasonably cool, and it's quite nice now. So it's 28 degrees in here at the moment, which is quite pleasant really, because yesterday evening we had no wind and we were kind of inland in a nice place, but it was 34 degrees at about 8 o'clock at night. It was ridiculously hot. I couldn't believe how hot it was. At 10 o'clock I went for a walk because I just couldn't cool off, I was too hot. Anyway, eventually it did cool down a bit, and I think about 11 o'clock we dropped off. But then unfortunately at 6 o'clock in the morning we got woken up by the binmen, and I think they were just making general noise. I think it wasn't planned noise, it was just general noise. So they woke us up, so we didn't sleep that well. I mean, it was quiet enough where we were. It was bloody lovely, really. And that fountain was a saviour yesterday, wasn't it? That was
Lovely.
That was very nice. We were like two old elephants covering ourselves in water. It was lovely. Luckily, no one saw us. Yes, what they would have thought, I have no idea. Anyway, that's enough for today, and tomorrow we'll head south. I'd like to try and get the van oil changed before we get on a ferry, so we'll try and sort that out tomorrow. And we're going to try and sort the window out, try and get a new blind. We'll have to see, because that one is knackered. That was a victim to the break-in. And we haven't heard anything from the police, so I don't think we're going to hear anything from the police. I think nothing's come of that. You never know. You never know. My mate Max said the police over here work or go very slowly, so maybe they've just been very thorough, but we'll see. All in good time, no drama. Welcome back, Vanlifers. So we've had an interesting couple of days. We came to Barretta, which was very nice, lovely beach, nice swimming. But for some reason on this side of the coast, the water is like tepid bath water. So it's not particularly refreshing when you go for a swim, which is a bit of a shame. But we spent the night there, then we went looking for fuel, got some nice cheaper fuel, which is about the same price as at home. I think it's about $1.34 a litre. So we did that, and then last night, we were parked in a Lidl's, but we couldn't get out of the sun and we were absolutely sweltering, so we decided to move and try and go and find some shade. So we found a car park near a stadium, and it had a couple of food joints, mobile food units. And in my naivety, I thought, oh, they'll be done by 1 o'clock and they'll move on. 3 o'clock in the morning, it's absolutely heaving there. Kids, cars, just noise. And so we decided to move at 3. So we drove back to the Lidl's, which was lovely and quiet, and literally went to sleep in minutes once we parked up and got ourselves sorted. And then 5 o'clock in the morning, bloody alarm went off, intruder alarm, on the store itself, and it would run for about 10 seconds and then go off for 10 and then run for 10. Oh, bloody hell. Then the police turned up. Then like a private security firm turned up, and we were so tired that we just thought, fuck it, we'll let them get on with it. So anyway, eventually they let themselves in the store, and I don't know if there was anyone broke in or not, but it woke us up. So we literally had about, I think if we were lucky, we had 4 hours sleep last night. Probably 3 is more like it. But today we were determined to get some stuff done, so we went to Iveco garage, and we had a full oil change, oil filter change. We had a bit of an issue with an exhaust blowing into the side of our door, so they very kindly fitted a new second-hand part and got the flow of exhaust gases away from our door, and now that's working beautifully, and we're no longer dying in carbon monoxide when we're driving along, which has been that's quite refreshing. And then the last thing is we got the blind replaced. Went to this little Italian company, family-owned business, really super. They went through the stores, they didn't have a direct replacement, so what he actually went is to one of his other vans and took it out of the other van and then fit it into ours. So we got a discounted rate for that, and anyway, so we're sorted. We've got a new blind, car's serviced, and in theory we can leave Anything else you need to add?
Oh, thank you, darling.
Apart from my wife is beautiful,
I just put my bed.
just very sweaty. Anyway, more to come. No drama. Evening Vanlifers from Brindisi. That's as good as it's going to get. So we're on the ferry and we're just going to go over to Albania. The ferry's fine. And we're literally just getting on the last couple of buses and a lorry. And then I think we're there. And we'll be off. Only about an hour late. But who's counting? Who's looking at the watch? But yeah, off we go to Albania. Quite excited. Sad and happy at leaving Italy. The positives, met a lovely family. I think we'll be very close to them for many years to come, and they are lovely. They helped us immensely. And generally Italian people are lovely, absolutely fantastic, really good. Everyone you meet, friendly, happy, helpful. Yeah, great. In some ways we thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, we got broken into, so we've you know, what can you say? Just shit happens. We could have made our lives a bit easier, but we'll learn from our lessons. So yeah, we're moving on to a different country, and who knows, we might get broken into in Albania. Who knows? It's just the way the cookie crumbles. But obviously we won't have anything to be stolen, so it shouldn't be so bad. Anyway, looking forward to this trip. It's only 6 hours, but we'll probably get there at 7 or 8 in the morning. So but we haven't got a cabin, so we're just flying it really. Yeah, it should be right. I don't know if you can see any of this because it's dark here. Anyway, no drama. So a quick lessons learned. Always check your sat-nav carefully before deciding on a route. We went over the mountain. We could have just followed the coast, but we didn't have much sleep the night before, so we have an excuse. But yeah, lessons learned. Welcome back, Vanlifers. So we're in Albania, and it's our second day here. Yesterday was a bit of a day. We arrived at 8:30 in the morning. Got off the ferry fairly easy, no major dramas or obstacles. Just queued up, handed in. Didn't get a stamp in the passport. I hope that doesn't come back and haunt us, but I've got one saying that we left on a ferry from Italy, so I've got proof that we came in on a boat. So so that's pretty good. Generally, it is stunningly beautiful here. We got to drive over that mountain tomorrow. 3,600 feet. So kind of looking forward to that. But really very, very nice. Bit of trash, as you can see. So I might clean that up. I probably will clean it up. But look at this. There's Mrs. L, she's doing the books. Yeah. This is what we woke up this morning. There was obviously no one here this morning. It was lovely. Went for a little swim. There's a German couple just staying down that we met on the ferry, just staying down the road from us.
Munich?
From Munich. So we had a little chat with them for about half an hour, just lulling in the water. Very, very nice. Didn't want it. Well, the only reason we got out is some guy went behind our truck, but as it was, he'd just gone for a wee. But you never know, so obviously got out of the water and checked him out, but he was fine. I expect it's going to be a bit busy here today. I mean, it was busy enough yesterday, but I think today, being a Sunday, sun's out, everyone's going to come down and have a good look. But yeah, a little bit of heaven here. Very, very nice. If this is what the rest of Albania is going to be like, I don't think we're going to be rushing out of it. The other thing that's nice here is you can just park in places like this. Where in Italy, everything was a ball ache. You couldn't park anywhere. Or if you could park somewhere, or someone wants some money out of you. Everyone wanted something out of you in Italy. And that included the thieves. Anyway, we move on. But,
Not with our friends, they were the most kindest people.
yeah, no, that was been a bit harsh though.
Yeah, I just want to say, not everyone in like this. But because we got robbed, I think it's really hurted us. And it was quite dirty.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of this beautiful heaven we found. More later. So this little tunnel came as a bit of a surprise to us. We built ourselves up knowing that we had to drive across a pretty high mountain. And to our surprise, there was an entrance to a tunnel, which we obviously drove through, or drove into. More surprises came as it was nearly 6 kilometres long. It only been completed about 2 weeks prior to our arrival, so we were lucky in that sense as well. It cut an easy half an hour off the journey, and it also took a lot of strain and drama out of having to drive over the hill, which would have been quite a traumatic thing to the truck. We would have had to stop a couple of times to cool down and rest. We didn't have any of that. We just drove through this lovely tunnel, and it was incredibly cool as well. So, you know, we just got really lucky for a change. I think it was 47 million euros to build, and they managed to get the tunnel complete within 3 to 4 years. So yeah, fair play. That was and it was lovely and cool as well, because we've been really hot working up to that. So to have this little bonus was magical. We did record the whole journey through the tunnel, but I've cut it down to a couple of minutes, and then we come out into the beauty of Albania again, and it really has been amazing how pretty it is. Very, very mountainy, a lot of driving up hills and stuff, but well worth it. The views, generally it's unspoilt, this area, until you go into the towns, which have obviously been developed by like mad. But it's nice places. Who can blame them? And I'll leave it there.
Is this already the place we're going to?
No, because what Vanlife is from Dry Made Beach in Albania. So we got here today and we spent the day on this lovely beach. So very nice. Corfu back there in the background. Sun just setting. Luckily there's been a nice breeze all day blowing and it's been quite nice, quite pleasant, and been in and out of the water quite a few times, and it's a lot cooler here. Where the last beach we were at was in a bit of a horseshoe, and I don't think the water changed much, so it just got warmer and warmer. So you went for a dip and it wasn't particularly revealing, you know, you didn't feel any better for it. But going in there, it's lovely. It's just right. So we've had a good day, and then we're surrounded by these absolutely amazing mountains in the background. And as you've probably seen earlier in the earlier footage, we went through this amazing tunnel that they've just built, 5 kilometers long. You can just see where that just above those buildings is where it came out, but it went right through that mountain. Really amazing. I mean, I'm not a geologist, but I believe that's limestone up there, which is a bit softer. So I'm assuming they cut through it pretty quick, but they only started building it 3 years ago, so it's pretty good going, because it's up and operational and running, so they obviously didn't hang about. But yeah, it's been a good day here. We're thinking of going to Corfu. We did spend our honeymoon there, and I'll leave that conversation there. Anyway, more to come. Bloody lovely. Lovely sea urchins. They are a devil to your surfer in warmer climates. I've had them in my feet, as we all have if you surf a lot. But the worst bits is when you've got them in your bum and in your back, and sometimes, in some cases, come sticking out your head. They are very, very difficult to pull out of your skin. They're a bit like porcelain, so they're difficult to grip. They are quite infectious, and they're really not nice. I had one to go in my foot, which went septic many years ago. So this is the little coastal town of Joel, which is where we stayed last night. Lots and lots of different nationalities, Kosovans, Polish, Slovenia, Poland, all sorts. It's a right mix here. And obviously lots of Albanians as well. We went out for a meal yesterday dinner time, which was very nice. So the meal consisted of a risotto, a bowl of salad, quite salty but very nice, and like a chicken with veg in a kind of tomatoey sauce. Not too spicy, but very, very tasty. And that was €9. So, and I was stuffed when I come out of that. Some nice bread. So, yeah, the park we're staying in here. Please excuse the bubbles of water on the lens. Is €22 a night, which is about 18 quid, something like that. Anyway, and it was okay apart from the Albanian love songs that was on from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning, which kept me slightly awake. Apart from that, it's been great.